be seated. Good morning, everyone. I'm Becky Anderson, the director of the junior school, and I'm happy to welcome you to the 2022 closing ceremonies for our grade 5 students. I now invite Abby Portress to the stage.
One of the core values of St. Michael's University School is respect. With this in mind, we acknowledge that our school rests in the heart of Straits Salish territory, a living culture with its own rites, ceremonies, and unfolding history. We honor the Esquimalt, Songhees, and Wasanich peoples, whose homelands we share and whom we recognize as our neighbors.
Please stand for O Canada. Thank you. Please be seated. Head and Deputy Head of School, faculty and staff, parents and grandparents, friends, and most importantly, to our grade 5 students, I happily welcome you to the 2022 closing ceremonies. We have not had an in-person closing ceremonies for the past 2 years, and this opportunity to acknowledge an important rite of passage has been missed. I'm so grateful to be together today to celebrate the grade 5 class and this extraordinary year that we have had. This group navigated a school closure in grade 3, pods in grade 4, and then started their grade 5 year with a sense of uncertainty of how the year would unfold. With physical distancing, mask mandates, vaccine discussions, Google Classrooms, small gatherings, no gatherings, full gatherings, no travel, some travel, lots of travel, quarantining, zones, then no zones, then no field. At each turn, they have adjusted without interruption. I know that we could all not be more relieved that restrictions were lifted in time for this group to fully enjoy the final months of grade 5, to perform their amazing pantomime, Cinderella, for us, and for us to be able to celebrate together today. I would like to highlight the factors that have made this such a successful school year with this group. To begin, I'd like to recognize our parent community. Our students have a love of school, and they show so many positive qualities, and we know this starts at home. Families who joined us in grade 4 or 5 did so in some cases without seeing the inside of the school or meeting us in person before accepting their space. We are so grateful for your belief in the school. Families who have been with us for years did everything possible to continue to keep our parent community connected and did so in many ways. Some we're aware of and some we're still hearing about. For some of you, this day marks the end of your time as a parent at the junior school, and we're here to acknowledge that these rites of passage are shared experiences between parent and child. We hope to maintain a connection and welcome you back at any opportunity, and for certain, we will celebrate in the fall of 2023 when the annex is opened. Despite restrictions and limitations, you parents partnered with us every step of the way, and you've trusted us with your children through an uncertain time, and we're grateful. Thank you, parents and caregivers, for all of your support this year. I would like to recognize Ms. Squire, Ms. Suchuk, and Mr. Ewing. Through contact tracing, attendance monitoring, extra weekend and evening communication, frequent sanitizing, deep cleaning, protocols to follow, and all the usual tasks, this team has gone out of their way to ensure a safe and welcoming environment. We're all grateful and benefit daily in the ways they keep us functioning so well. Clearly, a key factor that contributes to a successful school year is our dedicated faculty. At the best of times, the junior school faculty is one that commits time and energy beyond expectations to create a joyful learning environment within a culture of excellence. At challenging times, which we experienced over the past 2.5 years, our mettle was tested, and what was revealed was resilience and dedication. The same high-quality learning experience remained regardless of the adversity, pivots, and adjustments presented. With an ability to pull out hidden and undiscovered talents and passions from our children, our teachers know each person and develop the whole child in a skillful and loving way. Can we please recognize our faculty for all the various ways they have showed up this year? We have several faculty members retiring at the end of the school year, and I'd like to recognize these wonderful teachers. Ms. Lazen has been an important part of our kindergarten classes for the past 6 years and is now looking forward to family activities and travel. Mrs. Fisher has done an incredible job establishing a strong foundation for our strings program. So many of our junior school students continue to play their strings and have been so positively impacted by her teaching through the years. We are so grateful for her hard work and dedication. Miss Rennie began working at the junior school 5 years ago, and she's made such a difference in her time at the school through her ability to support student learning, work with faculty, and engage us all in conversations that move us forward. It's been such a joy working with Miss Rennie. Mrs. Cook is retiring after more than 30 years at SMU. In this time, she's made significant contributions in a variety of roles at the school and will leave a lasting legacy. It's not possible to quickly summarize the positive impact she has on the school and each of us, but I'd like to acknowledge 3 virtues that I see in Mrs. Cook. Service. Mrs. Cook believes wholeheartedly in the importance of service and doing helpful things that make a difference to others. She has brought this practice into the lives of the junior school with a variety of projects, stories of her own experiences, and making connections to the community. It has been important to her that at this stage, our students have empathy and take action to make the lives of others better. Compassion. Mrs. Cook sees the best in all of us and seeks to understand. There will always be times when we make a bad choice or have a bad day, but having time with Mrs. Cook leaves us feeling happy, whole, and understood and ready to do better. Joyfulness. For over 30 years, Mrs. Cook has arrived at the school before anyone else and is ready to create an environment of love and joy. She enjoys life and finds humor even in the midst of hard times. We are all so lucky to have been so positively influenced by Mrs. Cook. With an amazing family and lots of friends, I'm excited to see what this next chapter looks like for her. We are so grateful for your service to the school. Finally, I would like to acknowledge our students who are moving on from the junior school. While there is so much more to the junior school experience than the production, I do feel that this particular one felt especially symbolic and highlighted the personality of this group. Just like this group of students, the pantomime was unlike any other production the school has done. It didn't take itself too seriously and made sure that humor was woven through the evenings. While we may have made some assumptions going into the evening, feeling that we knew what to expect, we knew the story of Cinderella, it surprised us all and made us think, just like this group has. And just like this group, it left us all feeling amazed at the capabilities of young people. I feel especially connected to this group because I started as the director of the junior school the year our grade 5 students entered kindergarten. We were all so excited and curious, unsure, looking around, wondering who we could lean on and how to navigate this new world. Sharing this length of time together, I feel like there are some important lessons that we may have learned over our time at the junior school. Developing resilience in small ways helps when we need to have resilience in big ways. There is not one way to do things well, but being all in is a good way to go. With kind people around you, you can do anything. So thank you all for your contributions, your kindness, and your intelligence. We are confident you are well equipped for the adventures to come at the middle school. It has been such a privilege to watch you grow in learning this year and in past years. Your teachers and families are so immensely proud of you today. Thank you so much. At this time, I invite the grade 5 students to the stage to share a musical piece.
Thank you very much indeed. That was just a wonderful rendition, sung with real joy, and it's very clear that many hours of rehearsal went into that, and it came over as a fantastic performance. Thank you very much. So just continuing the Cinderella theme, Mr. Rodford and I narrowly avoided being Cinderella-like because we've just been up at the middle school closing ceremony, and we thought we might be late for the ball down here. But thankfully, all the timings worked out. But we spent quite a lot of time up, this is just an hour or so ago, hearing from the grade 8s. And they're moving on, of course, from the middle school to the senior school. And we spent about half an hour or so listening to them tell us how much they had enjoyed their experience. It was wonderful to hear about everything that they got involved in, clubs, societies, all sorts of sports, debating clubs, and so on and so forth. So much for you all to look forward to. And they also talked about the warmth of the welcome at the middle school. I think when you get up there in September, you're going to find that everybody's really focused on trying to help you settle in as quickly as you possibly can. So Cinderella was delivered with huge joy and humour. So I asked my two sons whether they had any Cinderella jokes for me to be able to tell you. And they are 26 and 23, by the way, but they did have a couple of Cinderella jokes. So apparently there was a lady once whose daughter asked her whether she could have a Cinderella-themed birthday party. And the lady said it was absolutely great. And I said I'd consider it once she'd done 2 weeks of hard domestic work. And then this is one for the grade 5s here. Why can't Cinderella play soccer? Go on then. That's a good answer. She loses her shoe, but it's not quite the right answer. She runs away from the ball. Absolutely right. Well done. Really good one. Well, it's fantastic for me here this morning to be able to look out and see different types of smile. Mrs. Anderson wrote a wonderful piece in the junior school yearbook talking about the different types of smile that she sees from you every day. And that got me thinking, because it's only ever occurred to me that there's one type of smile, really. People either smile or they don't smile. But she was talking about how all through the day you will smile in different ways at different situations. So it's great to see a whole range of smiles here this morning. I thought I'd just focus my words very briefly in 3 main areas. I'd like to say kudos to you, the grade 5s, very briefly in a moment or two. I'd like to give my own words of appreciation to the faculty at the back, and that navigating of the pandemic shoals and reefs has been a big achievement, so I'll refer to that a little bit. And then I'd like to conclude my thoughts by thanking you, the parents, for everything that you have contributed to our school here at the junior school. So first of all, to the students, thank you for your companionship during the time that I've been at SMU. I've been here for 4 years. Most of you have been here for longer than that. But whenever I'm here, you have been really quick to engage and to chat, and I've been really impressed by your confidence. We've talked in the past about oxalotls. Every year we have a conversation about chicks and ducks. I was asked just the other day whether I have nightmares about Cinderella. And I thought that was a fairly odd question as someone was coming into school. But when I asked why would I have nightmares, she said, well, you were dressed up as a clown on the stage in the full spotlight of everybody else. That must have been quite a traumatic experience. And it was, and I can see where she came from. And just recently, of course, we've been talking a lot about bulldozers and diggers and building projects and managing large-scale events and projects like we have ongoing at the back of school. There was even one morning when a deer walked across the crossing together with the students, and we even had a police car once and a police chase come in and arrest someone just down the street. I don't think that was related to our school, but nevertheless it provided a little bit of excitement. So to you, the students, thank you for everything that you've contributed at this school. It makes me feel really great because I know our school, St Michael's University School, is going to flourish over the next few years because we've got such talent and enthusiasm and teamwork that's going to be working its way through the different sections. To faculty and staff, well, we could not have navigated the rocks and reefs and icebergs of the last 2 years without your resilience and your flexibility and focus. We talk about providing an excellent education and an outstanding preparation for life. And as a head of school, these are easy things for me to talk about. They're really difficult things for the faculty and staff to be able to deliver. But I know that you have done that with huge energy and commitment over the last 2 years. And most importantly, it seems to me that you've always put the students as the focus of your decision making, even when it may have caused difficulties for yourselves. So thank you very much indeed. I think our school has flourished during this difficult period, and it's largely down, as Mrs. Anderson said, to your contributions. To the parents, thank you very much indeed for entrusting us, that's the school and the faculty and staff here, with the very real responsibility and the privilege of being able to help your sons and daughters move through the various different stages of our school. It is a big responsibility and we take it seriously, but we thank you for choosing us and for placing trust in us. This year, of course, has been a special year, partly because we've been looking back to 1971 when St Michael's School and University Schools combined, and that's allowed us to really celebrate and pay tribute to the massive achievements of the last 50 years. This little school actually merged with the University School up at Richmond Road, and I think it's fair to say that the leadership and the vision from this school had a huge impact on making that merger really successful. And it's been interesting just to, in the last week or two, to talk to some of the old boys that were here in the past and to hear from them what a wonderful education they'd had. Of course, we've also been looking forward with Floreat 2030, and already you can see some of the results of that. The Junior School Annex project is merging from the ground. We're still very confident that that will be opened on time in 2023. We're really excited that this is going to dramatically transform the teaching environment for our inspiring staff and the learning environment for these wonderful students. So we hope very much that you will stay connected with that and hear about it as it goes forward. So thank you very much indeed for being here. Many congratulations to you grade 5s. I'm looking forward to seeing more of you when you're up at the big Richmond Road campus. But for now, I hope you'll all have a fantastic holiday and the opportunity to recharge your batteries, ready for fresh challenges over broader horizons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. So it's now time to present the grade 5 certificates. Our grade 5 students will receive a commemorative book to remind them of their special time at the junior school. In addition, each student will receive a personalized written record of achievement booklet, which will outline their participation and or special recognitions in the following areas: co-curricular activities, which include sports teams and clubs, service and leadership activities, such as our student ambassador programs, leadership responsibilities, and community service, outstanding contribution in individual subjects, where students have consistently made an outstanding contribution to class, and distinction in individual subject areas where students have demonstrated exceptional academic performances in a particular curriculum area. And finally, recognition for some major awards, such as the Curl Simon Citizenship Cup, the Alumni Association Award, the Sleg Bowl, the Doreen Metcalf Award, the Outstanding Athlete Award, and the M.A. Bridgman Memorial Award. When called upon by their teacher, each student will come forward to receive their record of achievement and commemorative gift from Mrs. Anderson. As the students come forward, They will share a few words about their experience at the junior school. I now invite Mr. Keel to come to the podium to introduce the 5K class.
This year in grade 5, we had many great experiences. Whether we were redesigning the human body system, lighting fires at Goldstream Park, or building trebuchets to launch rocks across the beach, these grade 5s were fully committed to the fun and adventure of it all. Our class was filled with so many different interests and talents that it's difficult to name them all. But I can say that each one has added a special piece to the classroom and school community. I'm so proud of all the accomplishments of the 5K classroom, and I'm excited to see them receive their certificates. So here are your grade 5 graduates. Reese Beer.
I've had many great teachers at the junior school, but Mr. Barber was one of the best. He's always willing to give you a challenge if you need one, or make it easier for you if you're struggling. During the play this year, I liked being able to go outside of my comfort zone and play a different character who doesn't match my personality. I will always remember the great times that I had at the junior school.
Silka Bain.
I have had many great memories at the junior school. The first one was when I was in kindergarten, and I was VIP for the day. I felt like I was on the top of the world. Another memory was in grade 2 when we had chickens. They were so cute and fluffy, and I wanted to pet them right away, but Mrs. Duffus told me not to. My last memory was in grade 3 when we had online learning. I was not expecting to have online learning, but I loved trying something new.
Allie Brooks.
A moment that stands out for me would definitely be the grade 5 musical at the McPherson Theatre. Going through the stages of reading through lines, then memorizing them, all the way to saying them aloud on stage was excellent. It was funny seeing each other covered in layers of stage makeup and hairspray. Another great memory from the junior school would be doing book club in grade 4 with Mrs. Newsom and Mrs. Sanquist. I look forward to seeing many of you at the middle school. Thank you.
Annabelle Craig.
A heartwarming memory from the junior school is from kindergarten, when we would sit at the end of the day and meditate and talk about what we had learned. It always left me feeling calm and happy. Another great memory is from the grade 5 play, Cinderella. My friends and I were in the same change room telling spooky stories while the audience piled in. It scared me so much that my friends had to give me a hug and tell me it's okay. It's true friends like mine who always help and comfort each other. I love the junior school.
Jasper Dingle.
The best time I had at the junior school is when we got to do the grade 5 play Cinderella. We dressed up in costumes and rehearsed all the time. Another really fun memory I had is doing sports day, all of the fun races. I enjoyed and doing the soccer jamboree at the start of the year. I enjoyed having all of the sports club like track club and doing the high jump and all of the other track events. Finally, in grade 5, our class got a class pet Rocky the Rock as an April Fool's joke. I'm going to miss being at the junior school.
Des Farish.
I've had many amazing memories at the junior school, but one of them that sticks out the most is the sports program. At my old school, we didn't have any after-school sports, so it was really nice to be able to try all these different sports. Another one of my favorite memories was being part of the grade 5 musical. It was a ton of fun. I would also like to thank everyone here for thing they have done for me this year. Thank you.
Piper Geddes.
I've had so many memories of the junior school, but here are some of my favorites. In kindergarten, we got to watch the Polar Express and have hot chocolate. Another memory was in grade 2 when I had a rat in my gym bag. I tailed Mr. Barber and he threw it outside. My last memory from the junior school is when we got on stage and performed our pantomime of Cinderella. I have so many memories here at SMU. One thing I've learned at the junior school is that you should never give up. I will always remember the junior school.
Tristan Humphreys.
Some of my memories at the junior school are in grade 5 we had a class pet, Rocky the Rock, and in grade 2 we had ducks and chickens. In grade 1, Jackson had a pool party for all of our grade. It was really fun. Finally, in grade 5 we did the play Cinderella. It was amazing. In all of my years at the junior school, I have learned to never give up and to have an open mind. I hope to do the same at the middle school and for all my years to come.
Jacob G.
I have tons of great memories at the junior school, and today I will share my favorites. I remember in grade 5, so Anya, Des, and I banded together to make our fabulous news channel, TNOS, also known as the News of Science, which was, as you can guess, a science news channel. In grade 3, I learned about Scratch, a programming language that I still adore today and I'm becoming awesome at. The last memory in this list is during the play. I remember walking onto the stage with happiness filling me with each boo. So thank you, SMU.
Isabelle Juteau.
I have a lot of memories from grade 5. The first day of grade 5 when Mr. Kale jokingly taught us what a book was. Halloween, when I came as a paintbrush. When we found out our parts for the play of Cinderella. The first time I came on stage in the play as an evil stepsister, and the crowd was booing, and I was trying not to smile to keep my evil identity. Grade 5 was fun, and there's more fun to come.
Lauren Lee.
One of my favorite junior school memories is enjoying pizza and sushi day. I loved being in grade 5 because we got to be the leaders to the younger kids. In grade 2, I enjoyed taking care of the chicks. My favorite chick was Pom Pom. We got to make gingerbread people and houses. In grade 4, I enjoyed doing yoga and how peaceful it was. I always enjoyed sliding down the slides when it was raining. One thing I learned at the junior school is to never give up.
Ethan Liu.
A time that stands out to me is the time when we went to Goldstream for Outdoor Ed. It was a very exciting experience to do so many things in a very different place that I have never been to. We lit a fire with flint and steel for the first time, and we also used the compass to go to different places. We did archery and we tried to hit down stuffies. I had a lot of fun in my grade 5 year.
Tristan Lobb.
I
I've had many memories in the junior school. Here are just a few. My favorite memory is when we did the grade 5 play. Another memory is in grade 2 when the chicks were hatching and we made gingerbread. My final one is in grade 4 when Oscar, Jackson, and I all dressed up as Ghostface for Halloween and tried to scare people in our grade. I have made so many friends in the school and learned so much. I really enjoyed the school and hope to visit again. Thank you.
Tommy MacArthur.
My favorite memory from the junior school is the day we built trebuchet catapults in outdoor ed. My group was awesome. They never gave up. Our catapult launched rocks roughly 20 feet. If I ever get to use this particular skill in real life, I'll be ready. Some of my favorite moments from the junior school are the skills we learned that aren't obvious but taught us about working together as a team. My time at the junior school is a great one.
Anya Ashkai.
I take with me many memories of the junior school. Seeing caterpillars turn into butterflies in grade 2, hatching chicks and ducks, eliminating a scotch broom with my friends and lighting a fire and setting up a tent in outdoor ed. I also loved learning coding in Scratch, playing trio with Lauren and Yingshan in the talent show, and performing in concerts and in the Cinderella pantomime. I loved when parents came to talk about their amazing jobs in grade 1, and I can remember when Miss Portress made the great costumes for a mini play. I would like to thank all the teachers for supporting me through my journey through school.
Abby Portress.
I've had many lovely memories at SMU, but one of my favorite experiences was helping out with the younger grades at the Métis Trappers tent. They would touch the fur and ask, "What type of fur is this?" or question, "Is this a bunny?" It was fun hearing the curious questions of the children and watching them listen intently to the stories that Elder Joanna told. I really enjoyed my 6 years at the junior school, and I'm sad that my time has run out.
Oscar Priscello.
I have learned many things at the junior school, and here are a few of them. I remember in grade 2, we got chicks, and it was really fun to watch them hatch and grow up. Another good memory is in grade 2, we made gingerbread and sold them to parents and kids. My favorite part of the junior school was drama and life skill classes with Coach K. He was my favorite teacher because he was really nice and funny. Those are only a few of my favorite memories of the school. I love the junior school experience, and I'm excited to move on to the middle school.
Jackson Quack-Sister.
I have many memories at the junior school, like when in grade 3, Tristan, Oscar, and I dressed as the Reaper for Halloween, and we would chase people around the playground. I also remember in grade 5 when I was the first person to win a prize from the prize bin. I remember in grade 3, Matthew and I found some ripe strawberries outside, and we ate them. One thing I learned from the junior school was to take responsibility and be a leader.
Olivia Sturgis.
A wonderful memory for me is the grade 5 play, Cinderella, a family pantomime. This was an amazing performance and a great experience for everyone. Whether you have a big role or not, simply being there is incredible. We all worked so hard for it, and it really paid off. Thank you so much to everyone who helped with the performance. Throughout all these coming years, I'll always have these memories.
Emma Sun.
I've learned many things from my experience at the junior school, but the skill I value the most of all is the connections that I've been able to make thanks to my time there. I treasure the empathy units we've had, and it has taught me to understand others better. I want to thank the junior school for being a bud for relationships and all of the people who've come into my life. I love the amount of people I've been able to meet due to school, and I'm looking forward to meeting more in the middle school. Thank you.
So Yamuchi.
During my time in the junior school, I had a lot of great memories, but several will remain in my heart forever. One of these was the grade 5 musical. The musical was an amazing experience for me, from the countless hours practicing in the gym to the rehearsals in the theater. Another memory was the News of Science group. Here, I learned countless amounts of lessons, ranging from filming to script writing. These are just a few of the memories that I made in the junior school. Thank you to all the people and teachers who have helped me throughout my journey here. Once again, thank you.
Congratulations, 5K. I'd like to invite Mr. Haas on the stage.
This has been a year of adjustments and transformations. With each new task, this grade 5 class has adapted and met the task with energy and commitment. They are a talented group who enjoy tackling challenges and honing their skills. I love reading picture books and novels as a class, and their engagement and enthusiasm filled these times with laughter, lively discussions, and thoughtful moments. The middle school is fortunate to be receiving such a talented group who are ready to share their knowledge, their compassion, and their dedication. Here are your 5H graduates. Lauren Arndt.
I had lots of fun in the junior school. A great memory of grade 1 when Miss Porteous let us dress up, and Piper and I dressed up as 2 white bunnies. I still have a photo of that. Another one that I loved was in grade 5, the play. Me and my friends had a little dressing room to ourselves, and every time before going on stage, we would meditate a little and share stories. Of course, my favorite memory of them all, PE. It was in every grade. Mr. Barber picked all the best sports to do, especially soccer.
Yingshan Bai.
I have tons of amazing memories from the junior school, but a few stick out in particular. One of them is from grade 2. I remember the bean jar, and I remember how exciting it was to fill up the bean jar from behaving well, reaching the top and seeing what was behind the bean on the wall. Another memory that surfaces is our pantomime from this year. I had never acted on a stage before, and it turned out to be great, and not as scary as I thought. I'm grateful for everyone who helped make Cinderella a success.
Sophia Barnsley.
Although I have not been here for long, I still have some really outstanding memories at the junior school. My favorite memory was on my first day at the junior school, and I remember telling myself that I will probably be alone for my first few days. But that was the complete opposite. Instead, all of the girls immediately welcomed me and helped me so much. I know that day could not have gone any better, all because one girl stayed by my side, just so I would not be lonely. My second favorite memory is the Cinderella play. I was Larry, but it was still amazing to be in a play where we all got to goof around and make our characters come to life.
Ella Buckley.
My 3 years at SMU have been full of learning and happy moments. But one of my favorite memories was in grade 3, when we invented our own animals and created a habitat for them. That was a really fun project and a cool way to learn about habitats. Another time that stands out to me was in grade 4, when we had book clubs and had a tea party once everybody finished their book. My last memory to share today is our grade 5 musical. It was fun and exciting to do, and everybody enjoyed performing and watching it. My years at the junior school will be a time that I'll never forget.
Grace Crawford.
An enjoyable memory of my life in the junior school was in grade 5 when we did the pantomime of Cinderella. Everyone was so happy to get to perform on the McPherson stage. Another heartfelt memory was when I was new to the school in grade 2. I was really nervous and I had no friends to play with. A couple days later, Kaylee was very nice to me. She was my first friend I've ever had at SMU. We have been really good friends throughout our lives. I have learned that when you are new, it's okay because someone will come to you and maybe become best friends.
Laurel Gamori.
As you probably know, I started in grade 5, and even though it's only been a year, I have so many great memories. But my favorite one was the junior school pantomime of Cinderella, which I thought was amazing. One awesome thing was that I got Cinderella, which was an incredible experience. I got to sing in front of a crowd for the first time, and I thought that it was super fun to be on stage and acting with my friends, and it was such a phenomenal experience to have for my first year here. Thank you.
Kian Harris.
I have so many wonderful memories from the junior school. My 6 years here have been filled with so much joy, growth, and fun. In grade 5, Mr. Hawes introduced me to Ranger's Apprentice, best books ever written. Other fun memories are morning badminton with Mr. Barber, clay sculptures with Miss A, and of course the grade 5 pantomime with Mr. Frater. You can never forget about the chicks and ducks and gingerbread in grade 2. Also one of my all-time faves, Genius Hour in grade 3. The junior school, I've learned to respect everybody's unique differences and be accepting and kind to everybody, no matter what.
Christopher Hodgins.
One of my favorite memories of the junior school was in grade 2 when we raised baby chicks. Another good memory that I will never forget was the grade 5 musical, which was one of the most fun things I have ever done. One thing I learned here is to never give up when you fail and just get up and try again until you finish. My favorite subjects in the junior school are math, PE, French, choir, digital skills, and strings. It's been a nice 6 years here and I will miss this place a lot.
Jamie Johnston.
I have a lot of good memories from my time at the junior school, but these are just a few of them. One of them was in grade 1, when Ryan, Matthew, Grayson, and I would go into the kindergarten play space and grab the rakes and start playing them like they were guitars. That later turned into us playing in the talent show with Matthew and me singing, Ryan playing the drums, and Grayson playing the guitar, to the King Julian song, I Like to Move It, Move It. Another one was making gingerbread in grade 2 with Miss Duffus, and then selling them, and they always were a big hit. As you can see, I have a lot of fond memories at SMU, but these were just a few.
Colton Kuyak.
I've had a lot of good experiences, and it was really hard to pick one to write about, but my favorite memory was the grade 5 play.
I really liked seeing everyone in their costumes and then how scared everyone was. Then when we got on stage, it was even more nerve-wracking because if we missed a cue, the time would be off. And it'd be really weird because we'd be standing there like we have no clue what we were doing. One of the many virtues that we learned about at the junior school was courage. One of the examples that we used courage was the play.
Grayson Lee.
Some of my memories of the junior school is in kindergarten for buddies. Reese and I swapped siblings. In grade 4, every morning I chatted with Mrs. Sandquist every school day as people arrived. She and I talked about Cortez Island. With the play this year, I really did not want to do the play, but when it was done, I thought that was not too bad. One of the things Smooze taught me is that if you make a mistake, keep going in life.
Emma Lee.
One of my favorite memories of the junior school was the play this year. It was really fun to act and have fun with the characters and present it in front of everybody after a long time of working on it. I have lots of other good memories, but the best ones were with my friends. The junior school was an amazing experience for me, and I made a lot of great friends here.
Andrew McEachran.
I have many memories of the junior school, and here are two. My favorite one was in grade 5 when we did the musical. I was so happy when I got the role of the prince, and after many weeks of practicing, I was anxious to get on stage. When I finally got to go on stage, I did an amazing job. I was a little worried, but as soon as I got on, my nerves disappeared. The second memory was in grade 3, we had genius hour. I lived for that hour. I loved that I could make whatever I wanted without anyone telling me what to make.
Kaylee Mackay.
One of my junior school memories was in grade 3 during Genius Hour. I was baking with Nina and we added vanilla extract. We both wondered what the vanilla would taste like since it smelled so good. Nina and I both tried some and it tasted awful. Now I know never to eat raw vanilla extract again. I made a lot of good friends here throughout the years, and the teachers have always been super great. I loved doing the Summer Sunshine Service project for Annawim House and helping those people who needed it.
Gabby MacArthur.
I'm a lifer here at SMU, making this end my 6th year here. I've learned so many things, met so many interesting people, and had so many great adventures. It's hard to choose one memory from so many. You would think that I could pluck an amazing anecdote from among my millions of memories here. But what comes to mind? My classes from kindergarten, which I fear might be with me forever. Reese, Levi, Piper, Isabel, Daniel, Colton, Lauren, Tristan, Gabby, Anya, Zoe, Oscar, Jackson, Emma. Vivat!
Sam Richardson.
One of my best memories in the junior school is playing basketball with Kian during lunch recess. A few things I've learned at the junior school include how to be a good athlete and a mathematician. A fond memory I have of the junior school is hanging out with my friends in the little houses on the left side of the field. A time that stands out to me was in grade 4 when we were doing the foundational skills assessment FSA. My teacher, Miss Newsom, called it Fun Starburst Activities and gave us candy. A moment that I can still picture clearly was sports day in grade 4. I remember beating Miss Newsom in tug-of-war.
Matthew Stevenson.
A couple of my favorite memories are when we did the play. It was my personal favorite memory in the junior school. I remember how excited I was about my role, which was the king. I can't even describe how happy I was. Another memory was the chicks in grade 2. They were so fun to have in the classroom, but the chirping was a bit annoying. The ducks were also really fun. They were much cuter than the chicks, but they hatched a lot later, so we had them for less time. One more of my favorite memories is in grade 1. Jamie and I started a band where we would go in the kindy zone, stand on the tables, and pretend the rakes were guitars.
Valencia Soroka.
One of my most memorable memories of the junior school was the grade 5 play and auditioning for a part that we wanted. I did pretty bad auditioning, but I got a medium role as a mouse. But the overall play was very enjoyable and fun to see everyone in their costumes and in character. A thing that I learned is that you don't have to start from the beginning of SMU to have an enjoyable experience. You just have to find people that you can be yourself with.
Ethan Venegas.
Over the past 6 years, many things have happened, ranging from the Terry Fox run, the musical, baking those cookies back in grade 2, or the chicks in the same year. There is one part of each year, however, that will stick with me for a while. I always anticipate when we start doing world geography. I don't know why, but I'm always satisfied with the way nations work. Sometimes I bring up random countries that nobody except me have heard about, not to brag. Overall, I had a great time with my friends, and who really knows what awaits us at the middle school.
Chloe Wong.
One of my favorite memories was when we finished the play, we all silently cheered on stage. After, we got cupcakes and cookies with our costumes on. One thing I learned was adding and subtracting decimals. Even though I was new to this community, it made me feel like I've been here since kindergarten.
Annika Zakreski.
A powerful memory in the junior school was when we, of course, did the grade 5 musical. It was very fun for me and I really enjoyed it. I also remember the Ukrainian eggs in grade 2. I went home and my mom knew exactly what I was doing since she grew up in Ukraine. Something I learned in the junior school was that we should always try something new and to never give up. I also learned that mistakes are part of learning.
Congratulations, 5H.
Well, parents, grandparents, friends, faculty, and especially students, it's now time to enjoy the grade 5 slideshow prepared by Mrs. Hochholler and Miss Ashton. So sit back and enjoy.
was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
You know we gotta live a lot, not a little bit. Take a look up at the stars, have a listening. If we see one start to fall, then we make a wish. Oh, 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 oh. Now we're living in a song with a storyline. Hook it up and roll along with the moving times. We love the ditty about the little bitty baby and the firefly. Oh, 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 oh. So here we are right now, a story that we tell, a life that moves along. You know I'd love to hear your song. How does it go? Sing me your song. Well, if you write about a life that we're living in, and we can get the movie rights with the happy end, I'll be the hero of the story with the here's how it goes. This is our own song. Something gives me hope that we'll be alright. If all the girls in the world were living across the sea, what a wonderful swimmer, yes, you know that I would be. In a world gone crazy, your smile has saved me. When everything changes, I know we're gonna make it. Smiles on faces.
There's another war, never win. Keep on running, don't stand still. Nothing is what it was, never will. Hey! We were just kids, set up all night to the songs on the radio. Didn't know better, now don't even know. When we ever lost our home, when we ever got so old, wish you could have stayed forever young. We could have done so much better, but then again we could have done worse. At least someone could have told us that we were ever so dead inside. We were just kids, set up all night. Out for the truth, didn't know better, too full of lies. Always put up a fight, for the sound we said, there were no secrets to be kept. We were young and old, so we were told, and all the fear we knew was the fear of restlessness. And I don't even know when we ever lost our hope, when we ever got so old. We should get up, stay forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young.
I hear the clock a ticking, see the sweat upon my brow. I know my destination, nothing's gonna stop me now. I'm running on desire, baby, I got nerves of steel. Coming down to the wire, Lord above me, guide the wheel. Keep me in your prayers tonight, I'll be weary upon that road. I know the finish line's inside, but I still have a ways to go. There's a junkyard dog a-barking in the valley down below. He's wanting me to stop and gather up a heavy load. Ain't gonna heat his cold, ain't giving him the time of day. You mangy mud once and for all, I said I threw that stuff away. Keep me in your prayers tonight, I'll be weary upon that road. I know the finish line's inside, but I still have a ways to go. I won't have a bit of trouble heading down the straight and true. I'll fly solo on the double into the yonder I might need some intervention out upon the icy turn, in a foggy situation, squealing on a hairpin curve. I'm running on desire, baby, I got nerves of steel. Coming down to the wire, Lord above me, guide the wheel. Keep me in your prayers tonight, I'll be weary upon that road. I know the finish line's inside, but I still have a way. Keep me
You gotta leave me now. You got to go alone. You gotta chase a dream, one that's all your own, before it slips away. When you're flying high, take my heart along. I'll be the harmony to every lonely song that you learn to play. When you're soaring through the air, I'll be your solid ground. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. When you come back down. Awaiting your return, my greatest fear will be that you will crash and burn, and I won't feel your fire. I'll be the other hand that always holds a line, connecting in between your sweetheart and mine. I'm strung out on that wire. I'll be on the other end to hear you when you call. Angel, you were born to fly, and if you get too high, I'll catch you when you fall. Catch you when you fall. Every new day brings. I know the sky is calling. Angel, let me help you with your wings. When you're soaring through the air, I'll be solid ground. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. When you come back down.
That was amazing. It's amazing to see how much all of you have grown up, and it's also amazing to see how much you can actually cram into one grade 5 year. You guys, there is no moss growing on you. You made it look fantastic and lots of fun. Also, a big thank you again to Ms. Hochhalter and Ms. Ashton, who put that together. A labor of love. It was fabulous. So as we move towards the end, I'd ask everybody to please stand and join us in the school song.
Spirit's in our school.
Today, our school is a diverse community, drawing from many nations and representing many beliefs. At the same time, at events such as this, we dip into traditions that reach into our past. As I offer this prayer, please interpret my words in a way that's meaningful to you. Let us pray. Gracious God, we close this gathering with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our teachers who take the time to know each of our children. Gratitude for our staff who ensure that all is in place for each day of school. Gratitude for our parents and guardians who entrust us with those they hold most dear. Gratitude for our children who bring their curiosity, their enthusiasm, and their ideas. Not every day at school is a good day, we know. There are stumbles along the path for us all. And yet it's hard to think of a more worthwhile endeavor than working together to learn more about our world and who we might be in it. And so, God, we offer our thanks for the people in this room, for the world beyond our doors, and the difference we can make. Amen.
This concludes our ceremony for the afternoon. We would like to thank parents, grandparents, and friends of the school for joining us today. We are so pleased to be able to celebrate the joyful year of learning that we've had with this wonderful group of children. We hope that you will now be able to join us at the front of the school on the front lawn. And I ask that you stand as the platform party departs, and I invite the grade 5 students to follow. We wish you a wonderful summer. Thank you.